So much, guys, and thank all of y'all so much. What an honor it is to be here with all you guys and to be with these guys. Ron and me is having a great time. And again, it is an honor for me to be here, and it's also a big honor for me to be celebrating my 60th year sitting on a drum stool with 2 sticks in my hand trying to figure out what to hit next. Get it figured out. But it all started for me back in 1954. Now I know there's nobody here that even thinks about remembering 1954. Nobody here that old, is there? No. Okay. But Carl Perkins, his 2 brothers, his family, and I and my family lived in a little town right close to Jackson, Tennessee, about halfway between Memphis and Nashville. Him and his 2 brothers had a band going. I would go to where they were playing, and one night I was still hanging around when they were getting through and loading up, and he said, "W.S., we got an appointment with Sam Phillips Thursday morning. Borrow some drums and go with us." I said, "Man, what would I do with a drum? I never thought about playing drums. I was just out of high school, had a good job with an air conditioning company." But for some reason, I look back at it now and it's all kind of weird. I went the next day, found a guy, had some drums, asked him would he let me borrow him. And I said, "If you would, I'm going to Memphis Thursday with Carl Perkins and Sun Records to see about getting a record contract." And the boy had the drums, said, "W.S., you can't play." I said, "Well, if you'll let me borrow your drums, I'll be playing by Thursday." He let me have them. Went out to my mom's house, set them down. A lot of people think it's backwards, but I think the other way is backwards. We went over to Memphis, played for Sam Phillips. He liked what he heard. We did the record Blue Suede Shoes. Now, I know somebody's heard Blue Suede Shoes. It was the first record to go to #1 in all the charts. It was the first record to sell 1 million on the Sun label. It was the beginning of rock and roll. It was Blue Suede Shoes. Ron, let's do Blue Suede Shoes.
Now, I know we don't have a lot of room in here to move around, but Carl Perkins used to say in a place like that, he said, "It's okay if you just wiggle in your seats." So that'd be all right. Well, there's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show, a 3 to get ready. Now go, can't go, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, but they all come out. Knock me down, slip my face, spread my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do, but I'm